I've even heard that I'm a lesbian at one point. So, you know, there's been a lot of different things. A lot of stories, a lot of misconceptions. It's so funny because I'm so quiet, there's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
No.
Y'all, Lori Harvey is not happy right now. Word on the street is she's raging at Damson Idris because he allegedly outed her, and not in a small way either. Damson supposedly let it slip that Lori might not even be into men like that, and suddenly everything about her dating history is looking real different. Now, think about it. Every time Lori pops out with a new man, the internet goes crazy. The paparazzi photos go viral, and the couple's moments look picture perfect. But give it a few months, sometimes even weeks, and just like that, it's over. No messy drama, no cheating scandal we can point to, just done. So of course fans are putting 2 and 2 together, and the theory that keeps spinning around is simple. Maybe the reason Lori can't keep a man is because she was never into them in the first place, allegedly. And honestly, when you run back her relationship timeline, from Memphis Depay to Trey Songz, from Diddy to Future, from Michael B. Jordan to Damson, the pattern is right there. Glamorous start, picture-perfect moments, then a sudden fade-out. Add in those yacht girl blind items floating around online, and the whispers about her double life are getting louder than ever. The real question is, did Damson just expose the secret Lori's been holding on to all along? See, here's the thing. Lori Harvey's love life has always looked like a highlight reel. She only dates the best of the best. Football stars, R&B singers, rappers, Hollywood heartthrobs. If your name is trending, Lori's probably been spotted next to you. And at first glance, that makes her look like the ultimate it girl who can bag whoever she wants. But fans are starting to notice a pattern. For someone who always gets the guy, Lori never really keeps the guy. Engagements? Broken off. Long-term relationships? Over before the 2-year mark? Even her fairy tale romance with Michael B. Jordan, the one people swore would end in marriage, fizzled out like nothing ever happened.
I almost got married very young, and so I think after that it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. So I think at that point then I was like, okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms, and like however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it.
And y'all, this isn't just about bad luck. A lot of people online are saying maybe Lori's not struggling to keep these men, maybe she doesn't want to keep them. Like, imagine if she's just not into men at all. That would explain why she's so quick to step in and out of these high-profile romances like their contracts. Of course, Lori's never come out and said anything about her sexuality, so all of this is just speculation. But when the same story keeps playing out over and over again, the short-lived romance, the quiet breakups, the way she always moves on without looking back, you can't blame people for wondering if the issue isn't the men, but the fact that she was never into them to begin with. Now, before all the Hollywood red carpets and the Future lyrics, Lori's first major headline-making relationship was with Dutch soccer star Memphis Depay. And y'all, this wasn't just a fling, this was supposed to be the fairy tale beginning. Back in 2016, Lori and Memphis went public. Lori was barely in her 20s, Memphis was at the top of his game, and people thought she was about to step into full-on WAG life. After the big engagement hype, things started cooling off fast. Lori wasn't wearing her ring. She stopped posting him. By 2018, the wedding talk was over, and so was the relationship. And just like that, the engagement that was supposed to be her happily ever after quietly faded into the background.
How's your fiance feel about you doing runways with Christian Combs? Yeah, he doesn't mind.
After the Memphis situation wrapped up, Lori didn't waste time stepping back into the spotlight. By late 2018, she was already being linked to Trey Songz. And honestly, the internet ate it up. Trey was one of the biggest R&B names at the time, and Lori being spotted with him looked like the ultimate rebound glow-up. At one point, Lori even posed sitting on his lap, which fans immediately took as her way of saying, yes, this is my man.
I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. Okay, not yet. Can I update?
But here's the thing. Just as quickly as the post went up, they vanished. Within months, Lori scrubbed her Instagram clean of Trey, and the whole vibe flipped overnight. And that's where the questions started. Why make it public if it was only going to last a few weeks? Why delete everything so suddenly? People online couldn't help but notice the pattern. It's like Lori likes the idea of the relationship, the attention, the soft launch. But when it comes to sticking around, she checks out just as fast. Now, if the Trey Songz breakup felt quick, what came next had the internet screaming. Because in 2019, Lori Harvey was suddenly linked to none other than Sean Diddy Combs. Yep, Mr. Bad Boy himself. At first, people didn't believe it. But then the paparazzi shots started rolling in. Lori and Diddy spotted traveling together, rocking matching outfits, and even showing up at dinner with her family in Italy. Like, this wasn't just a casual fling. She was sitting across the table from Steve Harvey with Diddy as her date. The whole thing looked official.
So this is fueling the dating rumors that have been going on for a few weeks now.
Yeah, they've been hanging out. Saw her getting out of Diddy's car last week in Nobu, but Diddy's people say she's just a family friend.
Matchy.
They're matching outfits.
Matching outfits?
Matching outfits.
Yeah, but if anything, that dispels dating rumors. Can't see Diddy knowingly doing that.
But here's where it gets messy. Right before Diddy, Lori was also seen hanging out with his son, Justin Combs. And guys, when that came out, the internet couldn't believe it. Because who in the world dates both a father and his son? That's not just Hollywood messy. That's next-level reality TV messy.
Like full-blown stories I've heard. I've dated a father and son before.
Not true?
Absolutely not true.
Fans immediately branded her a savage, calling her the ultimate player in the industry. Behind the scenes, whispers started building. Was this genuine romance? Or was Lori just leveling up her image by attaching herself to powerful men? By October that year, Lori had unfollowed Diddy, and the whole thing fizzled out. But the damage was already done. Her rep as Hollywood's it girl, who could have any man she wanted, was solidified. But so was the speculation that maybe these weren't real love stories at all. And the whispers didn't stop there, because just a few months later, she was linked to Future. And if you know Future, you know his relationships always end up messy. The rumors started after they were spotted traveling together. And by January 2020, Lori confirmed it herself with an Instagram post of Future kissing her cheek. That one post shut the internet down because suddenly Lori wasn't just dating in the industry, she was linked to one of rap's most notorious bachelors. For a while, they looked solid. But just like the others, it didn't last. By summer 2020, Lori and Future had scrubbed each other from social media, and the whole thing ended quietly. After the Future saga, Lori's next move shocked everyone, because out of nowhere, she popped up with Michael B. Jordan in late 2020. And y'all, the internet could not handle it. Michael was Hollywood's golden boy at the time, the heartthrob from Creed and Black Panther, the guy every girl was crushing on. And Lori? She had just gone through Future and Diddy. So when the two of them were suddenly spotted together, people were like, wait a minute, how did she pull this off?
Excuse me, sir, wait,
By January 2021, they made it Instagram official with those now iconic Polaroid pics, red carpets, family dinners, trips to St. Bart's. For once, it seemed like Lori wasn't just dating for the headlines. Fans swore this was the real deal. Even Steve Harvey went on record saying he liked Michael.
All of my nights I feel so righteous. When I move in the city, I'm in all bad nightclubs.
Everyone thought marriage was next. But then, in June 2022, it all came crashing down. Out of nowhere, reports surfaced that the two had broken up. And not just any breakup. Sources said Michael was ready to settle down. But Lori wasn't. Allegedly, she felt too young to be locked into something so serious and wanted to keep her freedom.
Coming out of, that situation, not to give it, any energy and kind of move from that is, it was an experience for me to grow, and learn.
And just like that, the fairy tale was over. But here's the kicker. That breakup had people questioning everything. Because if Lori couldn't make it work with Michael B. Jordan, the dream guy, the golden boy, the safe choice, then who could she make it work with? Turns out, the next man on the list would be Damson Idris. The first hints came when Damson posted a birthday tribute to her in January 2023. He shared a pic of him kissing her cheek with the caption, "Happy birthday, Nunu." Lori reposted it with 3 white hearts. That was basically their soft launch. And from there, the two were everywhere. They made their red carpet debut at the premiere of Snowfall's final season. and fans couldn't stop talking about how glam they looked together. On paper, this was looking like Michael B. Jordan 2.0, another picture-perfect love story. But of course, history repeated itself. By November 2023, just 11 months after going public, Lori and Damson announced their split in a joint statement. And listen to the wording. "We are at a point in our lives where our individual paths require our full attention and dedication. We part ways remaining friends with nothing but love and respect for each other and the time we shared together." Fast forward to September 2025, and guess who pops back up together? Lori Harvey and Damson Idris. Nearly 2 years after their so-called amicable split, paparazzi caught them vacationing in Mexico, looking real cozy on the beach. Now, Lori being Lori, she didn't post Damson directly in her vacation photo dump. But fans are smart. They noticed the angles, the style, the way she was clearly being photographed. And that's when the spin the block jokes turned into something way spicier. Because according to some online chatter, Damson allegedly let slip a detail about why things ended the first time. The word, Lori might not even be into men like that. Of course, this hasn't been confirmed. Lori hasn't addressed it, and Damson hasn't publicly said anything himself. But when blogs picked up the whispers, fans ran with it. Suddenly, all those quick breakups made sense. And the wildest part? The rumors say Lori was furious at Damson for even hinting at it. Because if true, it's not just about her personal life anymore, it flips her whole image. The girl who built a reputation as the queen of Hollywood's dating game might not even be playing the same game everyone thought she was. But if you think that's messy, wait until you hear how the yacht girl blind items tie into all of this. Because the gossip isn't just about who Lori's dating, it's about how she's been branded in the industry for years. So Lori has always carried that yacht girl label. Every summer it's the same scene. Her on some luxury boat in the south of France or the Caribbean, dripping in designer bikinis, sipping champagne, and posting photos that look straight out of a fashion campaign. And honestly, that's part of her brand now. She's the girl who can make a vacation look like a Vogue spread.
Alleged yacht girl Lori Harvey is supposedly posting thirst traps on social media to try and get new yachting clients, because her clients allegedly only stay interested for a weekend or two and then they move on, and she's looking for a big payday.
But then you've got the gossip blogs and blind items making it messy. One blind flat out called her a pseudo-celebrity offspring who can't keep a man interested for long, and that's why she leans so heavy into thirst traps and high-profile flings. So the question isn't whether Lori Harvey can keep a man. The real question is what happens if she ever decides to stop playing the game altogether. Because if even half of what people are whispering is true, then Lori's dating history isn't the story. Lori's secret is.